over you tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, that was the top of the order queue there. You aren't going to believe.
The following program is brought to you in living color.
Turn around to your right. I don't want to go into the front, but I want to.
What's up, guys and girls? How the blooming devil are you? We're here. It's another Friday, which you know by now. That means it's Friday Night Live, and you're ready for the weekend ahead. Yes, the madness, as always, is truly real, guys and girls. Where did that week go? So, hopefully, I'm here. I'm broadcasting to all four corners of the globe, and you can hear me loud and clear. And see me nice, crisp, and still a little bit damp in the hair from a shower, not surfing, unfortunately, as I do know that some of you people watching this evening have had that pleasure of a little bit of surf today. Yes, not mentioning any names. So, guys and girls, if you are new to this show, this is the Friday Night Live show. It's the only show you want to tune into on a Friday night. It breaks you out of the monotony of the daily grind of that monotonous, horrible day job. And it hopefully fixes you up, gets you in the right frame of mind to go out and get after the most epic, awesome, fun-filled, memory-packed weekend that you can possibly have. Well, you know, wishful thinking, I suppose. Let's hope so. So first off, we need to do the one thing that is most important for a Friday Night Live. We need to pour ourselves a little freshie without spilling it all over the table, hopefully. We're doing well, so I hope wherever you are, you're sat comfortably, relaxed, chilled out, with a hot one, a cold one, or whatever it is in between that is your tipple. And to you all, a Friday night and a Friday night salute. I hope you are well. That is so fresh, that is so hot. And yes, baby, have we got a show for you tonight. As always, I will say it at the beginning of the show like I do every week. I will do my very best to keep a little eye on the live chats. And if awesome things are said, questions are raised, or anything in between, I will try to do my very best to announce or at least acknowledge you lovely people in the live chats. Because yes, I tend to fail miserably at doing so. However, as always, after the show, I will go back through the entire live chat. So please feel free, get in there. If you've never got into the live chats, get in there. There's an awesome crowd, the community, the vibe, everything. You guys and girls absolutely make it. You make it for me, and I'm pretty sure that there is some strong bromance. I don't know how to like flip that to the opposite sex, but man, the vibes in there are just awesome. So I would highly recommend you get in there and check that out. If you happen to be watching this after the fact and you're watching it on a replay, I do believe if you look at the comments, you can swipe the comments to the left and you can see what was going in on the live chats, so you haven't missed out. And if there is anything you want to ask, get to me. Whether you just want to hype the show up and say it was awesome and I loved it and it just got me into that Friday night feeling, please feel free to leave comments in the little comment box below. So, moving on with the show. This week, it has been one of those weeks, and not just in my world. It's been a week where X, formerly known as Twitter, announced that they are hiding likes. So if you're one of those seedy people that go on there for naughty reasons, don't worry, nobody can see now what you like. It is private to your account. And I've also noticed that if you go under other people's posts, as much as it shows you how many likes the post has got, you can no longer go in there and see who's liked it. So, hey, free reign. I've seen a few people that are most upset with it. Me personally, never got that many likes anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Also, this week, and it's a big one because it's actually currently happened here in the UK, is kicked off. Is it the biggest sporting event of the year? Maybe it is for many people. But yes, Euro 24, 2024 to be correct, is underway. And the first game kicked off this evening between Germany and Scotland. Now, I'm not going to do none of that spoiling of it. So, I don't know. It's up to you guys and girls in the comments or in the live chat at least. I haven't looked at the fixtures or the final results even. And so I'm not going to tell anyone if you're waiting to find out, but it's probably quite wide public knowledge by now who won, who lost, and what the results were. So wishing all of the teams in the Euros the very best. Personally, I am not a football kind of guy, so it don't really matter. But nevertheless, all the best to all of the teams involved, and obviously all the supporters, man. Enjoy it, bask in the glory, and if you lose gracefully. Something like that anyway. But yes, it has been an absolutely jam-packed week for me. Yes, last weekend we did visit the Wave. And yes, there is one of the usual suspects in the live chat this evening that I was most honoured to have on board. And oh, you see that? I didn't even know that pun. On board. Surfing, get it? But it was awesome. Rich, that was an absolute epic day and I thoroughly enjoyed it, and we'll cover a bit more of that later on in the show. However, we say it every week and we try it every week. This week we might do it. We might get through the show with a complete clean sheet, football references and all, where it's just a tidy show throughout. I do have quite a little show packed for you. I'm hoping it's awesome. I hope you enjoy it, and as I can see by the heart icons already popping off, I think you guys are ready to rock and roll for the show ahead. So, yeah, it has been a crazy week. I think I've covered most of the mad stuff. The notice board's good so far. I can see it. That usually helps. Should we do it? See if we can land it before the hour mark. Super Pro. I know I didn't bother last week, but I think we're going for it this week. I know you guys and girls love it. And it is most definitely a breakaway from the mainstream media. But would you want anything else from your Friday night live show? Do you want current trends, facts, and important information? Or do you just want the news that we supply you? Let us know in the comments below. But on that, yes, it is time for the weekly news. Yes, guys and girls, it is the Friday night live news, and it is me in a stupid pair of glasses. You know you love it. So this week, the news, I will give kind of a pre-warning that there is a theme, as most weeks there are. However, this week, one of the stories is a little bit edging on doom and gloom, but you know how we'll spice it up. Of course we will. So this week, yes, the Euros are underway. And obviously the first game kicked off this evening. If you're watching this afterwards, it was whenever it was. But yes, the Euros, Germany 2024 are underway. And as all tournaments, you have to have a Fruit Loop, or in this case, an asparagus. So check this out. In 2010s, if people wanted to predict the outcome of a national football match, they turned to octopuses, which I thought maybe plural of that were octopi maybe, but who knows. Hey, famous tentacled prophets included Paul and Rabiot, who gave their findings by choosing the winning country's flag. They even had a good track record, or at least Rabiot was reportedly boiled alive and sold for food at a fish market. He did have a good run though, and if you remember that, he was spot on with a few guesses, so who knows, man. But now it's 2024 and it's all about the asparagus. Note both octopus and asparagus end in us, so perhaps that is what bestows the magical powers. Fortune teller Jemima Packington, 67, uses the green spears to reveal the future, and the good news is England will win the Euro 2024 tournament. Yeah, bringing an end to a 58 years of hurt. Gareth Southgate's men will go all the way in Germany and lift the trophy for victory, according to the asparaguses. So just let's mark this on the calendar, guys and girls. Let's see if the asparaguses are correct. Let's see if it proves to be a profit, and if that's the case, I think all of the asparaguses in all of your local supermarkets will be truly hard to find by the end of this tournament, if England manage to do it. But here's a different story. Moving on. Keeping on the theme of predictions, some of you might be I don't know, I don't want to say those words, old enough to remember the legendary septic peg, brought to you by none other than the legendary Brian Connolly. Yeah, but we've got a new man on the block who's predicting the end of the world. So yeah, this is where I said it gets a little bit doom and gloom, but this is kind of, yeah, one of those. World War III is almost upon us, according to the worrying predictions made by an astrologer labelled the new Nostradamus. Kushal Kumar is not backing down over a stark warning issued last month that a catastrophic nuclear conflict is nigh. He claimed that World War III will break out in just 4 days' time on June the 18th. And yeah, check me out. How relevant is that? And as of now, reiterated that he stands by his bleak forecast. The Indian astrologer who foresees world events recently predicted that the increase in tensions between Israel and Hamas, Russia and NATO, North and South Korea, and China and Taiwan. So, hey man, they're claiming that he's like predicted all of this. While it might not take a rocket scientist to envisage these escalations, Kumar claims he has used the Vedic astrology chart, which is based on Hindu culture, to figure them out. Using the planetary and star alignment chart, said to be a map of our karma, Kumar pinpointed the exact date, remember this, the exact date global conflict will erupt. He previously told the Friday Night Live News on Tuesday that the 18th of June 2024 was the strongest planetary stimulus to trigger World War III, although the 10th and the 29th of June may have a say as well. So who knows? But the predictions seem to be hot. And yeah, no, he didn't actually speak to the Friday Night Live News. But nevertheless, we're going to end on a good one, though. You've heard of strawberry fields. They're probably your favourite fruit. Guess what? We've got strawberry moons, ladies and gentlemen. Stargazers are in for a treat this month. The first full moon of summer, also called the strawberry moon, will reach its peak illumination on Friday, June the 21st at 9 p.m. EST, according to the US Naval Observatory. A full moon occurs when the moon is opposite the sun and has seen by the US from Earth, NASA states. Typically, full moons rise around sunset and set around sunrise. The moon will look full for a couple of days before it moves into a waning gibbous phase. June's strawberry moon happens the day after the summer solstice, which is the longest day of the year. This is a rare occurrence as full moons only occur within a day of solstices about every 19 to 20 years, according to space.com. The summer solstice in 2024 occurs on June 20th. So remember that, guys and girls. Because the strawberry moon occurs so close to the solstice, which is when the sun is at its highest point of the year, this month's full moon will appear lower and bigger than usual. This phenomenon is known as moon illusion. So check that out. It's Friday night. You get your best facts. There's a picture of it. Didn't move to the next clip, but hey, check it out. We've had all sorts of moons. I don't know what's going on. They seem to be on the rise. There's a name for everything. They've even named one after me. Didn't know that until a few years ago. But that was it. That's Friday Night Live news, guys and girls. Hope you enjoyed it.
And then after that, just drop in, just ride the barrel and get pitted, so pitted.
So, little bit of a surf forecast that's a little bit out of the norm because we're not going in on the standard issue surf report this week. It's going to be a little bit different. So, just wanted to remind you all that there is going to be an epic one, guys and girls. Yes, we made it to the wave. I'm all out of sync and it's all a bit gnarly, but you got to love it, right? That's how we do. So, yes, we made it to the wave, and yes, it was epic, but it's only going to get better, guys and girls. If you happen to be in the UK and you want to get fully barreled, fully pitted, whack the lip, whoosh, get down, get so pitted, make sure that you are at the wave next month on the 13th and 14th of July. Trust me, they have got it all. You want to go and check out the website. Make sure you go and check out what's happening at the wave because they're going to have surf movies shown. There's going to be talks from people. There is huge brands going to be there, and there's even going to be pro surfers. And I can tell you, Friday night surf report exclusive, the Grom's going to be there. So it doesn't get bigger than that in the names of surfers. He's going to be surfing underneath waves. He's going to be trying not to drown, and he's just going to be going full shred monster. So just make sure that you get down there, get his autograph, because you just don't know how long he's going to survive when he's getting fully pitted, dude. But moving away from all of the madness, yes, it was me. It was the Grom all along. However, we're going to get to this next story. And this, I just want to be slightly serious, because this actually is pretty awesome. And I'm hoping to hear back from them because I did ask if it's okay to do this. But hey, we're going for it anyway. And check this out. Just got to give a huge shout out to, let me get this correct, Beach and Blue and the legendary Viking surfer after they announced their engagement while, I believe, on Fistral Beach this week. So, guys and girls, all jokes aside, massive congratulations to you two. I've been in talks with you guys for a little while. I know that we'll get eventually a surf session in, whether it's at the Wave, whether it's in one of your local spots. But for now, I just want to say a massive congratulations to you. It's awesome to hear, and just wish you all the best. Obviously be really disappointed if I don't get a wedding invite, hint hint. No, all jokes aside, guys, wish you all the very best. It was a beautiful thing to see, and currently in the madness that is the world we live in these days, that's just a beautiful story. And yeah, congratulations to you. So yeah, have a good one. Well, guys and girls, a little bit rough around the edges, and I just wanted to change it up. I didn't want to do like a full-blown surf report. I just wanted to give you a little bit of a vibe. But yeah, basically, the Wave next month is going to be absolutely off of it. Really fortunate that between me and the crew, we kind of decided that we were going to meet up down there and have another session. And it just so coincided with the fact that it was going to be the 13th. And then after deciding that, came back and see the post saying that the 13th and 14th of July, they're going to have so much going on down there. I can't remember exactly what I said and what I might have missed out on that surf report, but I just know that there's going to be like huge brands down there. There's already been hints that there could be some like pro surfers possibly. There's going to be like a whole talk and I want to say like panel board talks. I don't know. And then there's also going to be films being shown, like surf movies, local groups, and I also believe that there's going to be some music. I'm not too sure. Again, go and check out The Wave, Bristol, and what's on. So, or just go and type in The Wave 13th, 14th of July, and it will tell you more. So if you are one of the fortunate ones that happen to live in the UK, especially if you're in that area, and you want to hook up, you want to surf, you want to just drink some coffee and talk some shit, be there on the 13th and 14th, and yeah, you can like hang out with kind of a few from the Friday Night Live crew, and obviously the biggest kook of them all, the Grom. So yeah, that'd be awesome. And yeah, hey, if you're watching this now, fire it off in the comments below the vid, fire it off in the live chat. I know that there's going to be some standard issue usual suspects there. So if you want to hook up with those people, be there or be square. So yeah, and in that same kind of news, which is, I think this is quite remarkable, guys and girls. I don't know, you may have seen it. We only done a live from the wave. Like, what? How many times have I said it? Yes, I know I let the side down more than once. However, and all respect goes to Rich Slade for reminding me to do it and saying, do a live, dude. And we done a live. So I don't know if you guys and girls have seen that live. You'll be able to find it on the channel. So after the show, go and check it out. I might even put a link to it in the description below, but it's easy to find. It's in the lives, and it is live from Bristol Wave. So yeah, can you believe it? I think if we're down there, actually, I'll delete that. On the 13th of July, when we're there, I might even try to do another live, and we'll try to get all of you guys and girls that don't happen to reside within the UK. We'll try to get you involved and at least capture a lot. But be sure the vlog will cover a lot of it, and check it out, man. I think, like, I know they're calling it like the surf show, but I'm classing it as like full-blown like surf expo, man. That's going to be my first like surf event. We're going to be there bringing you the best footage, capturing the moment, the essence, the stoke, and we will be bringing it to you in the vlog. So do not worry, guys and girls. On that, let's have a little look, because I noticed the chat was popping off. It was firing, and I just want to have a little scoop. So hey, entertain yourselves for a second. I see that there's some abuse. There's got to have been. I could see my name mentioned a lot as well. You won't miss them with those glasses on. Dude, shall I break out those glasses at the wave? There's a big question. It just said that you can see me from a distance. It pound like get for the Grom Surf Report. Yeah, shout out Billy for that, man. I do hope you guys and girls enjoy the Surf Report. As I say, this week was a little bit different. I do, moving forward, want to actually give you kind of like a little bit more in the sense of a surf report. It just seems to have been like, I don't know if you've ever seen the movie Surf Dude or Surfer Dude, where basically they just go through this gnarly flat spell. It seems like that. However, I'm hoping that is about to break. And look at all those puns, man. It's about to break. Let's hope so, because I know that there's a load of people out there itching to surf. I did see some awesome pictures from a gentleman that I follow on Instagram, and that was in Brighton today, and that was firing. And I know that there's also, we could have a little, I should have the legendary Rich Slade on this evening, and he could have given an actual account of what was going on in Woolacombe today. So I know he scored. Not jealous much. Look at that though, the lovely, amazing Pippa. Lovely to have you here, dude, and I hope you're well. I hope you enjoyed the football, and I hope you were really kind of relaxed and fired up for your holiday, because I know that you're going to have a little break. Obviously, I did wonder if we would see the legendary Chris Avery in here tonight, but unfortunately, some people have to do it. he had to go with his lovely girlfriend off to the Dominican Republic and relax and chill out, all inclusive. Again, not jealous. I got coffee. I have a beautiful selfie light that's keeping me warm and a Hawaiian Lade. What more can I ask for? Dominican Republic. But it's okay. We won't hold it against you if you want to go on holidays, guys and girls. But yeah, there's some few usual suspects that are just fired up, man. The legendary Chris, the coffee guy himself, the man, the myth, the legend. I wonder if he's even still alive, because I know that poor man has got to be up super. Oh, what have we done here? Super early in the morning, so I hope you heard the horns of Jericho and a little bit of a slip on the button, but hey, who knows? We pulled it back. Beautiful to see the legendary Davu San in here as well, dude. I hope you're winning. I hope you're well. I hope things are moving forward smoothly, or as smoothly as they can be. Cockney Buddha, it would be rude not to mention his name. The legendary Everyday Surfer. Dude, awesome to have you here, and never apologise for being late, man. You just popped in fashionably late, caught up with the crew, and as always, awesome to have you here, man. So again, I would just want to emphasise this, that as much, oh man, the star, the human being that has shared the vlog link relentlessly, and I am talking since probably, maybe this is an over guesstimation, but from 2022 minimum. I want to say possibly even further back than that. It could even be back to like in the realms of 2020 or 2021. The man that has single-handedly shared the vlog link of the 30-year-old Grom near enough, and I think I'd be wrong in saying like near enough, possibly every single day on the platform formerly known as Twitter, now known as X. Alvin, you absolute star. Dude, it is awesome to have you here, and I hope you're still here, dude, but I appreciate if you've had to disappear to maintain and sort out the world, because I know you are the man that does it all, and you are very much a very busy man at the best of times. So yeah, and obviously Dan's on holiday, so I did get a surf report from him this afternoon, and it looked like the waves were filling in. So again, guys and girls, keep your fingers crossed, because we most definitely need Dan to score some waves. I know I scored some waves. I know Van Life Wonders scored some waves. Rich Slade scored some waves. I'm only assuming, because of the video clips, that Joe Arnett or Scramble Joe, sure, he scored some waves. I'm hoping that the Everyday Surfers scored some waves. So if Dan doesn't score some waves, we'll have to send some his way. There's some waves, Dan. Hope you're stoked, dude. But I do know that he's having an amazing time, chilling, relaxing with family. Literally looks out of the window that he's staying in and sees the beach. So the guy's living his best life. Anyway, I digress, but it's awesome to have you all here. And I do just want to stipulate, guys, girls, hey man, life and just holidays and commitments and health and all of those things, they come way above this show. So I would never, as much as I might rib and jest you for being on all-inclusive holidays, yes, Chris, seriously, all those jokes aside, hey man, just for you to take the time out, tune in, whether it's now, whether it's after the fact, seriously, I appreciate the hell out of it. And if you need to take time out to just chill out and just decompress, we'll be here, man. We're always here, so don't you worry. Health, self, always comes first, man. And it's not being selfish. Just a public service announcement brought to you by the Grom. And yes, the legendary Alvin is still here. Dude, I might be awesome, but you're absolutely freaking monumental, dude. You're on another level. And the legendary Tom has joined in. Dude, I hope the week has treated you well. I finished uni now. Dude, Friday night salute to you, man. Proud of that, and you should be proud of that. I hope you're fired up and stoked for what the future may hold. So yeah, congratulations, dude. This show tonight seems to be fully like congratulated. There's been some awesome stuff, man, and I'm loving that. That should have all just made the Friday Night Live news, man. Just like people like finishing up uni, engagements happening. Like, what a beautiful thing, man. So yeah, check that out. All of that goodness, and you never see that on mainstream media. So yeah, there it is, straight at you. Well, mainstream, yeah, mainstream. Anyway, getting back into the schedule of the show. We've done it before. Can we do it this time? Will it work? Will you be able to see me down there in the corner? Or will we pull it all off? But let's do it. Let's find this segment, because I haven't got it on my quick keys, so you'll have to bear with me. But let's see if we can do it, right? Check it out. You know what time it is, right? Channel of the week.
Nice.
So, yes, guys and girls, it is the channel of the week. This week's channel of the week is none other than previously guest appearance, maybe? I don't know. Hey, the legendary Bus 166 of none other than the Machine Studio podcast himself. I gave his channel, the Machine Studio, a shout out on the very first week that we'd done channel of the week. However, this again, big noticement, like big notification for you all. The legendary Bus himself has decided to take all of his mindfulness, the stoic talks, the better yourself, the dealing with the daily grind, tools, techniques and tips just to get through the crazy and just mad world that we currently exist in. He's taken that all away from the Machine Studio. So the Machine Studio podcast channel now is going to be really graph orientated by what I can gather, and a lot of the more mindfulness and life stuff is going to feature on this channel that you can see now. So if you haven't already subscribed to this guy, or if you've never ever watched any of his content, obviously there was like one of my first, I call them interviews just so people kind of get the gist of it. It was just us merely having a conversation, because I don't do interviews. I drink coffee and talk shit. That's what we do. And this guy is an absolute legend. I was so just blown away that this guy was willing to come on the show. So, and it was early days for me in doing such a interview based thing. His channel is definitely going to be one to watch. So I cannot count how many times I've mentioned in the vlog that those days where I've been struggling, the days where it's just not been coming together, or I've been at work and I've just been having stuff like burning up the brain and I can't kind of get into the swing of things. It's almost like we're on the same wavelength. The Machine Studio will drop a podcast and it will just be on some amazing topic that I'll listen to, and it was almost like it was written in the stars, man. And it's just that thing that kind of just shook the funk out of me. And what more can you ask for from any channel? If it gets in there, blows the cobwebs out, gets you back on your little path, on your little journey, and sends you towards your goals and dreams, man, I am supporting that stuff, because we need more of it in the world. So yeah, highly recommend you go and check out Bus 166 on YouTube. He is channel of this week. And if you don't already know, go and check out the Machine Studio podcast. Some of the podcasts, I think he got up to like 100 and something, and they are all fabulous listens. Don't be swayed or disgruntled by the fact of it being graffiti based, because the information, the mindset, the stoicism, everything that comes into like the way this guy is just as a human, all comes through in those episodes. There's some amazing information that's made vast impact and improvement in my life in implementing that stuff. And as I say, sometimes he'll just drop an episode that was awesome. But from now on, those episodes, those mindful, push forward, get out there, get after it, they're all going to be on this channel. So be sure to go and check it out. But yes, guys and girls, I think I've said it enough. Bus 166 is this week's channel of the week. Yeah, for the coffee horns. The horns of the miraculous. So I hope that worked, guys and girls. Could you see me in the bottom right hand corner? The minute I switch over to that screen and I'm just like mirrored what I've got, I'm just talking to the camera and hoping for the best. So no, but I'll check it out. Okay, latest Chris. Dude, Chris. Mr. Chris, I hope you have a fantastic day tomorrow, dude. I know that you're up early, so I truly appreciate the hell out of you taking the time to tune in. Unless you're gone already, but don't worry. I'll see you soon, my friend. Make sure that coffee's ready for me Monday morning, dude. Yeah, you will like it, Pippa. Yeah, Pippa, I would highly recommend checking out the legendary bus. And yeah, thumbs up, Mr. Chris. Latest, dude. Have a good one. Yes, Pippa, I would highly recommend checking bus out. As I say, don't be disgruntled because of the graffiti part in the the Machine Studio podcast. He's an absolute remarkable guy, and he definitely on that sort of same kind of wavelength as ourselves, the Cockney Buddha, and everybody like that. That's just like we're like everybody in this live chat. We're all just out there trying to do the best that we can with what we've got and trying to improve ourselves daily and trying to bring a smile to the people that we interact with along the way. Because isn't that what we kind of want to achieve in life? We want to make the world better than how we found it, make a good impression on the people that we interact with, and just try to bring a little bit of stoke into an otherwise kind of very, well, I will say at sometimes what seems to be a very grey world. And yes, the legendary Bus 166 is one of those dudes that's like, hey man, improvement starts with self. Once you've fixed yourself, then you can kind of help and influence and inspire others. But self's got to be right first. And yeah, he's just an awesome dude. And as I say, like I was absolutely blown away that guy was like, yeah, dude, I'll come on the Friday Night Live show. Because he's seriously, yeah. All I will say is that guy has been in the graph game for a really, really, really long time. And it was quite an honour to have him on. And I'm stoked to see that he's now gone away, dropped all sort of inhibitions and just called it and put himself on the camera and brought him to you. Absolutely remarkable. So I don't know. I know that he was heading that way anyway, but I'm really hoping that maybe the Friday Night Live and the Grom had a little tiny influence in getting that guy to just be like, throw caution to the wind. Let's get in front of the camera and let's just put it out there. So yeah, fingers crossed. Hope so. Anyway, right. So as always, I've kind of been like shading away from this a little bit recently, guys and girls, but we'll put it up there. If you have anything that you want to share this way for news, obviously I haven't done a shine the light for a few weeks now and I'm feeling it. I'm getting kind of withdrawal symptoms from not doing it. If there's anything that you want to get under my nose, under my eyes, whatever it is, maybe you just want to sponsor the Friday Night Live. Who knows? Maybe you want to send us like, I don't know, asparagus that can predict the future. We'll take it. Hit me up on this email. And also there's a load, well, I say a load, I would say it very kind of like, There is also some details in the description below. Kind of neglected it, started up a little like WhatsApp community post or news feed. I can't remember how they word it now. And if you're a long-time viewer of the show, you'll realise that I kind of set it up and there was no two-way about it. I can post, but people that come and join in can't actually like interact, so it kind of it's just on the shelf. There is, and I haven't released it yet, I've been working on it for ages, and then kind of like, I don't know, you know what it's like, get a great idea, get fully inspired, and then lose the momentum. I did actually set up a whole Discord page for the Friday Night Live, but that's something that's still very much in the pipeline. However, feel free to hit me up on the emails. Obviously, if you want to leave comments in the comment section below, but also you can hit me up on Instagram, Twitter. What else am I on? Obviously, YouTube. I'm being kind of a little bit more out there, shall we say. Obviously dropped loads of the social media at the beginning of last year, kind of faded a little bit on it and just decided to focus all of my attention on the YouTube, and decided that I was just spreading myself a bit thin, because at the time I was trying to like keep a Facebook page running and a Twitter page going and a daily Instagram stories and uploading posts to Instagram, and then trying to like be active on Snapchat. And I just got to the point where I was like, do you know what? There is a point where you're just spreading yourself too thin, and you're not bringing any value or getting great connections. After all, I think it's very much a fundamentally human want, for a majority maybe, to build connections with individuals, because after all, walking through this crazy little thing that we call life while building up relationships and interactions with other human beings is phenomenal. And hey man, don't it just make this magical roller coaster ride that little bit more special along the way if you can share the moments and those memories later on? Because after all, man, we can only ever be in the now. So it's nice to witness that now with other individuals. So tried to build the community. The social media platforms and those interwebs just wasn't doing that for me, but I'm trying to do that a little bit more. So again, if you want to get at me on the email that was just shown. It's in the description below, or you can find me across pretty much most platforms apart from the TikTok, because the Grom has not got to TikTok yet, and I don't think he will. But on that note, guys and girls, I hope the show has fired you up. I did run a poll, and I'm going to close it now because it's coming to the end of the show. And let's have a little look. So what was the score? The big poll this week was, how did the week treat you? We've got a 37, it's very split through this week. So 37% are saying excellent, 37% on good, and 25% said it was tough. So I'm hoping that the Friday Night Live just got you a little bit more away from that madness. It broke you away from that, the pains, the pressures, the overall just, I hate saying it, but the madness, the true madness that we are seeing on a global scale. I hope the Friday Night Live broke you a little bit away from that. I hope it set you up to have an awesome weekend ahead. As always, appreciate the hell out of you all taking the time out of your lives to tune in and support this channel. Please tell a friend to tell a friend. Scream it at the postie the next time he delivers some paperwork. Tell the guy at the local kiosk in the petrol station. If you get some guy screaming abuse at you after he's cut you up, tell him that he needs to watch the Friday Night Live. If you just see a random stray dog, ask it, have you ever tuned into a Friday Night Live? Tell the homies, tell whoever you can, because after all, word is the most strongest way of spreading any message, even in 2024. But on that note, guys and girls, I hope the people that have had a good week, it goes upper echelon. The people that have had an excellent week, I hope it goes straight out the stratosphere and it just keeps burning strong. So have an awesome weekend. I'll see you same time, same place next weekend, Friday, 10:45 GMT PM here, YouTube. Keep an eye out, because obviously when the show, after this show, there'll probably be next week's show up. You can hit the notification bell. If you haven't already hit the notification bell on the channel, please do so. And then you will be made aware of all of the crazy stuff, lives, community posts, and everything in between. On that, appreciate the hell out of you. Have a fantastic day, evening, night, afternoon, a cracking weekend. And we'll get back here next Friday for another little bit of madness. Until then, stay awesome.